Hello everybody. In this video, this is a pretty good run that I had in a category that speedrunners like to call filtered seed glitchless. We also call it just FSG for short. So pretty much what I do is I type in /seed in this program I have on my second monitor that you can't see, and it gives me it filters a bunch of seeds. It filters of many different things that I'll explain throughout the run. It's instead of resetting for random seeds and hoping to get a good world, this time I can just always get a pretty good world and pretty much guarantee myself to get another almost every single time. So whenever I create the world, you'll see I paste a seed in. And so the first thing that the filter guarantees, you'll see in a minute, it's in a close proximity to you. It doesn't guarantee trees, so that's always unlucky if you just don't get trees near you. But something it guarantees that you will see off in the distance is you can see both here, a ruined portal. It doesn't matter, it always is an enterable ruined portal, but other than that, it doesn't matter what type, and a shipwreck. Sometimes they're hard to find, and sometimes the shipwreck is like a medium-sized shipwreck, or it's like cut in half. It's weird, but it always guarantees those two. Something else that this doesn't guarantee is like a good amount of food. So pretty much whenever I go to the shipwreck, I'm almost guaranteed to always have enough iron from a shipwreck. So what I'm hoping is for a good amount of food. Or you can also get golden carrots from a ruined portal, but the ruined portals also aren't guaranteed to have any golden carrots. I think they're guaranteed to have some iron, and maybe like a fire charge or like a flint or something. But you can see I get 22 iron out of this chest, so I'm good on iron. These iron nuggets, I end up just throwing them. And now you'll see I only have 5 raw flesh, so that's not good. And so I pretty much just have to hope that I get food somewhere else with 5 raw flesh. And you'll also see that leather cap I threw away. It had thorns 3. And so pretty much that means that if I get hit by a piglin, then all the piglins are going to get mad at me and they're going to start chasing me. So I check this chest. 8 golden carrots. I'm good for the rest of the run here. 8 golden carrots. I don't need those nuggets. I got an obsidian. And I see a few trees over here that are easy to get, so I'm like, alright, nice. I'll have a pretty decent enter here. And I think I played this overworld pretty good with what I was given. I didn't have like a dolphin off spawn or anything, so it was kind of slow to swim. You see me turn my render distance down earlier. My crafting here was okay at best, but I'm not very proud of it. My inventory management was like, I sorted my stuff decently fast. I crafted shears here and full iron tools. I made the shears for these leaves, which you typically don't need a lot of blocks in filtered seed, but in this specific seed I actually did need quite a bit, and they were really helpful throughout the run. So I started making a boat so I don't have to swim back, because that would be slow. And so now all I'm hoping for is an easy way to make a portal, which there really wasn't. You'll see this level's pretty weird, so I kind of just make up my own idea here. You can see water came in. It's kind of unlucky, but it's alright. Yeah, I kind of just started making up my own portal. I have no idea what I was I think I just wanted to make something, and I made it work. And I'm gonna be entering another around 3 minutes, which it's not bad, but my personal best in filtered seeds 11:15, and I've entered the nether in less than 2 minutes before. I think I've entered the nether a minute 40 seconds, which is really good pace, but this is still okay, and this is still a way that I can get a PB. So I entered the nether, and so something something the program guarantees is a bastion in the positive region. So these coordinates, there's always going to be a bastion in the positive that's close to you. Something that doesn't guarantee really close to you, but will typically have, is a fortress, which you can see off spawn right here. So that's really lucky, because I know that the bastion's going to be close, and I can see the fortress, so I can just go back. It's a really great seed for that. The only issue is that we're on a basalt, so the terrain's going to be pretty difficult. I pick up some lava in case I need to fight any mobs. And I don't want to talk about this because I've been speedrunning for over a year and I still do that. But I see the Bastion here and I see that it's treasure and I'm kind of scared. I'm happy because the basalt leaves. The basalt biome can like go inside of a Bastion and like really mess up how it's formed. I switched to golden carrot so I can heal back my health faster after dropping like that. So treasure bastions are always really scary for me at least because right now I don't have gold armor. So piglins will always be mad at me. And it's just it's usually just the hardest one. Usually you're always pretty much gonna take damage on this unless if you're really good. But I think I ran it pretty good. I wanna go back a little bit. I don't like going backwards, but I'm gonna go back more. I see that there's these two mad at me. And I see that that guy's mad at me, and that guy's mad at me. So I have 4 piglins mad at me and like coming after me right now. So I'm really scared. I dodged this one pretty good, and I make a way for them to get up. And this piglin doesn't even come down, so it blocks me right here. And I just start chucking a bunch of gold because I'm scared. And I start making a way for these piglins to come through. And usually you'd want to break a gold block on that, but I was kind of just scared and wanted to get up. So instead I just break it up here, which still works. And this Bastion, it's not like bad. There's still a good enough amount of gold blocks that I got to upload this video. But like, there just could have been more. So I go for these 2 blocks. I'm lucky that these 2 are both here. My crafting isn't very fast with these gold blocks, but it's okay because they're just trading anyway. That's not there. There's only 1 gold block out of these 3. That gold block isn't there. This gold block is, so I'm on another 2. And so I check this gold block, none. So I decide to go for this backup. That's a guarantee that backup's always there. So I decide I'm just gonna go for this gold block. Might as well, because I have like none. We're already 5 minutes in. We're like not even done like getting them gold. And so this gold block is here, and I decide I'm just gonna go for this other backup just in case those weren't enough. Because I'm gonna need some obsidian to leave. And I'm also gonna need a good amount of string and pearls. I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff. And I already have 64 string and see my hotbar, and then I see I have 32 more string in my inventory and 5 ender pearls. So that's pretty good. I get some soul sand boots, which I always like. And you can see, oh no, no. I get some obsidian, so I'm already on 8 obsidian, which is good, and I get another gold block. And you can see on the staircase, there's pearls down there. So I'm pretty much good on pearls. And I check my inventory and I only have 12. So I'm like, okay, I have more pearls below. And I think it's, yeah, it was 6. That's really good. And then I get even more pearls, so I'm just like, I'm out, pretty much. And I wish I would have thrown this pearl better. You can see this pearl. I see the fortress. I should have gone a running start to throw it further, but instead I just decided to go. And I hit a ledge. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes of the run. And then I throw another pearl. I do like this pearl. I think usually my pearls are like really good, honestly. I don't like to have a big ego, but I really like my pearl throws. And I turn my render distance down to 5 to spawn more enemies. But with this biome being a basalt, it's just gonna spawn less. It's still gonna spawn more blazes and wither skeletons because I turn my render distance down to 5. But in a basalt, like, mob spawns just don't happen as much. Except magma cubes do, which you'll see a lot of. I cut over to this spawner and to get a few. I already have 2 rods, which is pretty good for 7 minutes. And then I kill those 2. Neither of them drop, so I'm just thinking I need rods or else, like, what am I gonna do? I saw this other spawner. So here's 2 more. And I knock this blaze away. So I'm like, that blaze, I'm not going to be able to get anymore. It's not going to come back. I get a rod here, which is pretty lucky. I pretty much just needed that rod. There's a magma cube here, and this thing just starts comboing me. Like, they're massive, so they're really hard to deal with. I get another rod, which is lucky. And then I see 2 more blazes, and I'm hoping that these 2 both drop after I kill this wither skeleton. Because if both of these blazes just drop now, I'm out of the fortress. Like, I'm going to the stronghold. So I kill it, nothing. So I'm already like, alright, well now I have to kill at least 2 more. with this big guy. That one doesn't drop, so now I have to kill 2 more again. So I go after this blaze, which just flies straight up. It does not want to die at all. So I get a good crit on it and get the kill. And it does actually drop a rod, finally. And then I saw a blaze behind me, but there's a big magma cube that way, and I just decided to look for hopefully a closer one to play the spawner. And I see one in the back, and then that spawner activates. So I'm like, I have 3 blazes to get 1 rod, and I actually just get one here. And so the coordinates I'm going to now, I don't have 20 obsidian, and if you've seen like modern day random seed, you'll know that typically they want 20 obsidian so they can blind and then throw some eyes to measure them to find the stronghold. But in this program, I'm blinding at 150, negative 150. You can do that, or you can blind at negative 150, 150 in the nether. And that pretty much guarantees you to be, I believe it's within a 300 block distance of the stronghold, which is really good. And it also guarantees me to be in the ocean. So I throw an eye, and instead of measuring it, I just go straight for it. And this eye actually breaks. So I need a 1 eye, which is already not... Wait, is that... Oh my... I've watched this video back probably once or twice. You can see the stronghold from that. I didn't see it, which is really sad. And you'll see an issue here in a minute. Wow, that's unfortunate. But you'll see I'm running up on this coast here. And I'm like, the stronghold likes to be in the ocean on this filtered seed. So I'm thinking, why am I coming up on land? And so usually strongholds in just any random seed, they'll want to spawn underneath land like this, like on a coast even. But sometimes they will spawn in an ocean, it just happens. So I'm thinking I'm just going to throw an eye right here. If it keeps going, then it's on this coast. If it goes back, then I'm just going to measure it to know where I have to dig down. And it goes back, and I measure it. And I'm sorry you're not going to be able to see the measuring, because I use a macro that zooms in. But you can see I'm pausing a bunch to find where I need to measure, and I get it. And I think it's like 150 blocks, 100 blocks this way. And I go down to look for this eye. I don't think it broke. I just don't know what happened. And I'm thinking, 2 things. I think, it might have gone in this cave, and I might see the stronghold in this cave. And I don't see my eye, so I'm just like looking for the stronghold at this point, which is probably the biggest misplay of the run. And I'm also like, I'm not even close to the stronghold. And I probably should have gone to the surface, but instead I just go to this wall and start to dig in. And I just thinking, I hope I dig into the stronghold somewhere. So I just start mining, and I get really lucky here. I mine right into a library, and I still think I'm pretty far away from starter. Like, I think I'm probably still 30, 40 blocks away from where I need, like, where my calculator told me I needed to be. So I'm just going back now, and I'm back at starter. And then you'll see me, I'm gonna lower my FOV, lower my entity distance, and lower my render distance, and use my pie chart. What I'm doing here is a strat called preemptive to find the portal room. Hold on, so you'll see here that like the orange spike is pretty big. I think it's actually just growing in this clip. But what I'm looking for is like a really big spike, like in this orange. And that means whenever it's big, like that, it means I'm looking in the direction of the spawner. So I just keep running through here. I see a big light, and here's the portal room. And I need a 2-eye because I don't know where that eye went, and I got it, these 2. So now, something you might have noticed throughout the run, my inventory is completely full. I just haven't had time to empty it. I haven't. So right now is when I have to do it before entering the end. And I wish I would have entered the end first instead. But right now I'm prepping for a thing called a 0 cycle, which I just go up to the dragon to kill it. So I'm emptying my inventory. So I have enough string and wood for 10 beds, which is amazing. If it's an easy 0 cycle, like I'm hitting it with 10 beds. I'm not that good at zeros. Like sometimes I can hit a 6 bed, which is pretty good. So I enter, and I see the dragons coming towards this front tower, so I'm going to go up to it. And this tower, this is a really hard 0. I think it's 101, 103. Yeah, it's 103. But I'm just deciding to push it anyway and hope. I don't know, like, I ran it really bad, but you can see I was on, hold on. Yeah, I ran this really bad. I should have ran it different. It hits me once, twice, 3 times. Pearls do I have 2.5 hearts left. Pearls do 2.5 hearts of damage. So pretty much I'm dead. But I look for my boat in my inventory. This is my only hope. And then I hit the boat clutch, because that's just what I do. I'm him. I gain a heart of health, half a heart of health back, and I eat. And I set up for the 1 cycle. So this is already past my PB, but it's okay. Because I'm just thinking, oh, I can get another, like, really good time. And also, my PB, I don't even expect to beat my PB for a while. 11:15. Because the luck I got on that was really good. But now I'm just waiting for this Dragon to perch. In this meantime, I'm going to say that me and, like, some friends are working to try to get in a event called MCC Rising. It's just, like, for smaller creators to play in MCC, which is why I'm kind of uploading this, and, like, I want to upload more. I hope to upload, like, next week. The more good runs I get, the more I get to upload. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying to apply for that. If I get in it, you best believe we're gonna win. But here's a dragon perching now. Enjoy the 1 cycle. Alright, and then here is the seed for the world. I will leave the seed in the description. That's pretty much the entire video though. Yeah, I am applying, hoping to get into MCC Rising number 3. I think that would be huge if I got in. But if I don't, it's okay. I'll still keep uploading as much as I can, even if I don't get in. It's just sometimes I just don't want to. But it's okay. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I don't do stuff like this often. Like, I haven't uploaded in a while. I want to more. And I promise I will. But that's all for this video, and I'll see you hopefully next week if I get a good run. Bye.